know that being recorded.
Go ahead.
They don't even, right, they don't even understand that you don't, you know, the way we grew up, you're supposed to spend no more than 10 or 20% of what you make. You know what I'm saying? So you can have something. And then if these dudes now, they ain't really making it, they spending more than what they make. You know what I'm saying? How can you do that? Then you're talking about you struggling or it's a recession. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, you'll get this girl more money to sleep with her instead of paying your rent tomorrow. It's crazy.
Yo, but that's what they think. That's what they think that real niggas is doing, because they so far removed from what real niggas is doing. All they were doing was they were seeing the aesthetics. They really thought that what they were seeing, they thought that's it. That's what it is. That's the game right there. They didn't get that this is not it. Nigga, this is recreation. This ain't got nothing to do with that.
Not only is it recreation, you talking about this how you, it's like a fishing rod. It's how you reel the real money in. You know what I'm saying? I go out and spend $50,000, $100,000 every night, 2-3 nights in a row, 3-4 nights in a row. Now you got a couple of dudes been sitting in the corner watching that want to spend their couple $1 million with you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. I done seen dudes like, man, I thought y'all niggas was crazy, or I was kind of scared to fuck with y'all because that shit looked hot. But when they done seen me doing it for so long, for so many years, you got the Can't Beat 'Em Join 'Em program. Niggas like, man, I'm fucking with you, dog. I'm fucking whatever you doing right. Because they see, niggas look from the, they talking to the girls, man. This man got everything from the cars, the houses, the jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man, I live in 7 states. I got lavish homes, lavish spots all over this motherfucker, all over the United States, like a Colombian got in Colombia. That's how you supposed to be living, you know what I'm saying? Every house I pull up is $2 million or better, you know what I'm saying? My little spots, $1 million, $500,000. You know what I mean?
Right, that's right.
People don't understand that. It's a look from outside to the inside. You know what I'm saying? From the hood to Hollywood that you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you getting it. You know what I'm saying? See, people never seen how I really put it down, because unless you a part of that, I'm not gonna let you see that. The only thing you're gonna see is us enjoying ourselves. That's what you're supposed to see, unless you're a part of whatever else going on. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. But they are out here killing themselves. I mean, I remember that using Google.
Man, I'm hearing girls can't even get gas fare out of these niggas now. Man, listen, man, I've never lived in a society or in an era where they got nights where all women get in free all night. This is what they doing now to get dudes to come to the club and spend their money. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the era, we grew up in the era where when you come to the club, it's a long line of women, and you got the women, you pick the 5 or 10 nice girls out and bring them in with you, you know what I'm saying? That's player shit. And give them something to drink, you know what I'm saying? Now they got to let the girls in free to draw the guys, because they can't even afford to hold no line up and charge everybody no type of money, else the club won't be empty.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm hearing it on the radio. I'm hearing it. Tonight, Velvet Room, all women free all night. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I'm like, I never lived in the recession era, period. You know what I'm saying? I've never lived in it. So when I was out, everybody had money. We got money, and everybody has some type of money. They may have as much as we have, but they got it. You know what I'm saying? So it was $50 to fill up the Hummer when I left. You know what I'm saying? Before I left. Now they say it's $100, and they quit making them.
Yep. That's right.
You know, that's crazy, man.
It's some different shit, and it's so pathetic. Like, when you're watching these niggas, it's like, nigga, I feel you killing yourself, my nigga. Like, when you do certain things, there are certain things that are already established. There's certain ways that you present yourself that go along with doing certain other things. I don't see all the pieces. What I see,
right.
and I guess I would see it because of my experiences, and I'm, the average nigga wouldn't see it. And I'm like, my nigga, if you was doing what you were really able to do what you're doing right now, then you wouldn't be wearing that, whatever that shit is that you call jewelry right there, that shit you're wearing, it don't go together. It doesn't go together. Like, my nigga, you wearing fucking, some fucking nondescript fucking watch and some unidentifiable diamonds and that you shouldn't win, and you trying to make motherfuckers thinking that you spending thousands and thousands of dollars on champagne. You ain't spending that much on the t-shirts and jeans, and like it don't job, and they don't get it. They're so busy pretending on each other they don't get it. Like, my nigga, it don't go that way. Like, for real, like, trust me, but none of them gets it. Like, the bitches is lame, not as lame as the niggas, but the bitches is lame. The niggas is lame. They all just pretend on one another. So it does. I don't even go out no more, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what was funny. About 4 days ago, I had Monday. Actually, it was Monday. I had a conversation with Jim Jones. We was talking right on the phone, and he was like, "Mace, man, it's funny, man." He said, "Man, look, it's crazy how I watch everybody try to stand next to you while you out there. I watch everybody stand next to you, you know what I'm saying, to become somebody, they just want to be near you." He said it was funny. He remember Rick Ross when he started out, before he started out, just being in Miami smoking blunts or whatever. But he said when he came with the song, it's his biggest song to date, and then he do the BMF tour, and he's like, damn, dude's still trying to stand next to him even though he ain't here. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? He said everything. He said a lot of stuff, He said the Rose Perrier Jouet, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't got a problem with Rick Ross. He just showing me how people taking the wearing the all black, Jay-Z and everybody wearing all black, and the Rose, the Perrier Rose Jouet, the Audemars, now the Audemars, why everybody talk about having the Audemars, you know what I'm saying, which they wasn't really talking about it till they seen me with the one I got on the book cover, but that's like $500,000. You know what I'm saying, right there, that Audemars. It's crazy. I got the $1 million PJ in the Source when Benzino had the Source. You know what I'm saying? And my arm out the window of that Lambo, I got a $1 million watch on there. But it's just crazy how people just take everything. Me shining like new money. Dudes doing songs talking about shining like new money. You talking about me saying time. If you got money, then you don't got time. If you got time, then you don't have no money. All that, everything, everything that I used to do and say is all coming into play. People using that as plateaus, Rick Ross got Maybach music, and I have back-to-back Maybachs, you know what I'm saying, running down in Miami into New York, you know what I'm saying, everything. It's even 2 Chainz, Titty Boy, he on the come up down here with DTP. He was telling me when I talked to him on the phone, he was like, "Man, I got me a foreign whip. You got the whole city riding foreign. Because Atlanta was the Chevelle driving town. You know what I'm saying? Chevy, Chevelle. Yep. Now everybody got a Phantom, a Ferrari, a Lambo. I mean, everybody that's trying to be somebody.
Yep.
And they used to then be like that. That's but it's good to motivate. It's just that they don't know the blueprint though, Cabario.
Right.
You really can't be mad at them. You are, because we older, and it's like, man, y'all don't get it. Y'all really don't get it. But they don't get it because, I mean, you know, they say the game is to be sold, not told. So that ain't something I ain't sat down and told them, look, you got to be making millions and down to billions of dollars underground to be able to go out and do this from state to state, city to city like I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? These dudes ain't never met nobody like me that live in Houston and Dallas, St. Louis and Atlanta, L.A., you know what I'm saying? And then you got in Florida, both for Orlando and Miami, and I got several houses in each spot, several homes or condos. They ain't used to that. They ain't never seen no black man. If you told them that a black man was living like that and doing what I was doing, they'd think you was lying. You know what I'm saying? They'd think you lying. Puff, none of them was more Puffy, nobody, and I love Puff to death. None of them was more liquid than me. You know what I'm saying? Like more liquid. I can go grab $1 million, throw it out the car, and goddamn it, go grab a couple more with no problem. They've never seen a black, and then your face. You able to show your face everywhere. You're not gonna read Big Meech and them robbed the Mexicans over here, or we killed the Colombians, or we took